Hello everyone, welcome to the Fallen Earth Newbie Guide. I tell you how the game works and hopefully answer any questions people might have about things. Um, I'm going to talk about starter towns a little bit and the basic progression that somebody would ideally take when choosing a starter town, and which ones to do in any order or whatever. The only reason I even think about this is because it's a pretty good thing to do all the starter towns, just because of once you finish that process of doing all the starter towns, you get a greater knowledge for what the game is, how the game is. So let's get started. I'm gonna open up my map here, and basically it's showing the almost the whole first sector here, but primarily this is the area we want to focus on right here, the starter town area. Um, Starter towns. When you create your first character, you get through the tutorial and it says, oh, well, what do you want to do in the game? Well, you don't really have any idea, really, if you're a new player. Um, Picking any starter town, it's going to tell you for melee, combat, you go to Boneclaw or whatever. For crafting, you go to this other place. Well, that's all fine and good, but you're going to do all of them anyways, hopefully. It's suggested that you do all of them. Um, let's just say, for instance, you know that you're going to do all the starter towns. I would, if I had to pick and tell you where to start, I would probably say Clinton Farm. Clinton Farm up here, just looking at the map, it kind of gives away why. If you're going to do all the starter towns and kind of get a flow going, you do all these missions in Clinton Farm, and then you scoot on down to Boneclaw and do all those there. And then you go over to Midway, and Odenville, and Mumford, and South Burb, and North Burb. Then you can go into Embry, do a little, tying up of loose ends, Franklin Ryder quests, banker quests, stuff that's going to tell you to go back somewhere else. Then you go up and hit Terrence and Depot 66, and then kind of you maybe want to go back to Embry, tie up a little bit more loose ends, and make sure you got everything done that way. I think that's probably the path of least resistance as far as doing the starter towns. I almost forgot Zanesville because it's handwritten here because it's all cool and it looks like a 2. That's pretty much it as far as starter towns go. I can kind of show you a little bit about what's going on in these starter towns. I'm actually in the North Burb right now. Um, I've already done Clinton Farm, Boneclaw, Midway, Odenville, Mumford, Embry. I'm doing the burbs. Well, actually, no, I finished up South Burb last night. I only did AP missions in South Burb just because I'm level 11. I know how the game works. I just want to get my AP and move on to stuff that's going to be a little more challenging for me. So I'm in the North Burb here, and as you can see, that is obnoxiously large for a map, wouldn't you say? I have a bunch of mission givers here, and in starter towns, there's like every different kind of mission available. You're going to get one of each at least. This particular mission wants me to gather eggs. Tainted eggs. I'm going to be killing a bunch of prairie chickens and looting their, their little hut or their den or whatever. Gatherer quests. There's going to be quests that want me to go get a specific mission item in exchange for some trade goods. There's going to be all kinds of stuff. Kill missions, track and kill missions. Sometimes you'll even get group missions, like when you're in Embry. It's not technically a starter town, I don't believe, but you'll get missions to go into the Junk Fortress and things of that nature.
Remember that.
I'm going to be killing some North Burb coyotes, and they're calling it population control. Isn't that cute?
My people need your... Watch out for the
You're going to get a lot of different missions in starter towns, and it's very recommended that you do all of them. And try not to skimp away when you have the option to. I'm not a crafter. I don't like crafting. I may in the future. Inadvertently, this character is going to be good at crafting due to the fact that I'm maxing intelligence and perception. which, as you can see, make up all your crafting. You know, it raises the cap. So if I do it, that'll be on this character. But you get crafting missions, and it says buy or make 2 woven belts, and then you think to yourself, I could go and I could kill things and get cotton from mobs or scavenge and stuff, and then make them, and then do the mission like 30 minutes later, or I could go buy them. Well, especially if this is your first go around, I would suggest that you actually go through the process, and that'll get you into how crafting really works. You know, what's required of actually scavenging your materials, things of that nature. Once you're, you know, rolling an altar, later on in the game when you really say, you know, I don't like crafting, or I do like crafting, whatever, you can, you know, do those types of missions differently. I think that's pretty much it. Starter Towns, you know, it's the noob zone. And this is where you're allowed to noob out. You're allowed to go around and talk to all the trainers, because they have, I think, one of each type of trainer usually in all these towns, and you can see what the abilities do that they sell, you know, and pick up some skills that you may have after leveling a little bit. You have Athletics 15 and can get Body Toughening, and really delve into the game a little bit more by doing all of the starter towns. I think that about covers it. If there's any questions, please leave a comment, or you know, send me a message on YouTube. In game, I'm playing Hush Heal, Hushheal, and also Hush Fail, because I fail at life, so you can win in games. It's amazing. Hushfail, Hush Fail, and Hush Heal are the tunes that I'm primarily playing. Send me a mail, PM me, whatever, any topic that you would, you know, want me to go over and get a little bit more detail for you. That'd be great. I love doing stuff like that, so suck on that.